Good morning, students. Standard 11 subject statistics. In the previous lecture, we have learned how to find out range and coefficient of range. Now, we are going to start the topic quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. Page number 128 of your textbook. Page may vary according to the new or old textbook. Positional average measures, that is Q1 first quartile and Q3 third quartile. We have learned how to find out Q1 and Q3 in the previous chapter. Now the measure of variation defined by the middle 50% of observation arranged in increasing order of magnitude is called quartile deviation. That is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2, that is quartile deviation. Symbolically, if we can present the quartile deviation in the form QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Exercise 4.2, page number 133. Question number 1. A shooter missed his target in the last 10 trials by the following distance given in mm during the practice sessions. These are the 10 trials given: 20, 32, 24, 41, 18, 27, 15, 36, 35, 25. We have to find out the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. Quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. First step is to arrange the values in the ascending order. Arrange the values in ascending order. Arranging the values in the ascending order, we get 15, 18, 20, 24, 25, 27, 32, 35, 36 and 41. There are 10 values given. We arrange the 10 values in the ascending order. Now to find out Q1, the formula is n plus 1 divided by fourth observation. Q1 is quarter. N plus 1 divided by fourth observation. And to find out Q3, 3 n plus 1 divided by fourth observation. That is, it is multiplied by 3. Now we will find out Q1 and Q3, value of Q1 and Q3. And total number of values is 10 plus 1 divided by 4 is equal to 2.75. Here 3 n plus divided by 4 is equal to 8.25 observation. Now 2.75 observation can be find out value of second observation plus 0.75 value of third observation minus second observation. That is, second observation is 32 plus 0.75 bracket third observation is 24 sorry Second observation here is 18. Third observation is here 20 minus 18. We have to take the values of what we have arranged in ascending order, not these values. Otherwise answer will be wrong. Second observation 18. Third observation is 20. Third minus second observation. 18 plus 0.75 multiplied by 2. So we get the answer 18 plus 1.5 is equal to 19.5. This is the value for Q1. Now value for Q3, 8.25 observation, that is value of 8th observation plus 25, value of 9th observation minus 8th observation. 8th observation here is 35 plus 9th observation is 36 minus 8th observation 35. So we get the answer 35 plus 0.25, 35 plus 0.25 is equal to 35.25. Here we have find out the value of Q1 and Q3. Now formula for quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Value of Q3 we have find out is 35.25. Value of Q1 is 19.5 divided by 2 is equal to 15.75 divided by 2, 7.88 unit is given mm. So we will write 7.88 mm. Now coefficient of quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Q3 minus Q1. Don't take it as value 7.88. This is divided by 2. So we will take the value of Q3 minus Q1 as 15.75 upon Q3 35.25 plus 19.5 is equal to 15.75 upon 54.75. Answer we get as 0.28, so rounding up to the next 0.29. Only round up to the next decimal only, not 0.30, 0.29 mm is the coefficient of quartile deviation. This is how we have done the first question of your exercise 4.2. Illustration related to this you have to solve in your notebook. These sums you have to solve in your notebook compulsorily. Now we are going to start with second question. This is for ungrouped data or raw data. Now for the group data, discrete series and continuous series we have. Question 2. Find the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation of the marks from the following frequency distribution of marks of 43 students of a school. Here marks is given 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Number of students, that is frequency, is given 4, 7, 15, 8, 7, 2. This is discrete series. So we have to find out quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. We will find out first value of Q3 and Q1. We have to find out cumulative frequency for that is CFI, which we have learned in last chapter. Here cumulative frequency will be 4, 11, 26, 34, 41 and 43. Total of frequency is also 43. If the total of frequency and the last cumulative frequency does not come same, that means you have done something wrong here in calculation. You can use calculator for the calculation part. Now to find out the value of Q1 is equal to, we have formula n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. N here is 43 plus 1 divided by 4, that is 11th observation. Now we will see the value of this 11 in the CFI. Here it lies. So corresponding value in the XI will be 20. So here the value for Q1 will be 20. We have to find out this observation value here in CFI, and corresponding to the value in that X will be the answer. Here it is 11. So the value for Q1 is 20. Now Q3, 3n plus 1 divided by 4th observation, that is 3 into 11, that is 33. 33 here lies in the value of this. Up to 26 it is there. So 33 will be taken here as 34 वाली वैल्यू में है, वो आपको लेना है. Now corresponding value for this in the XI is 40. So here the value for Q3 is 40. We have got the value for Q1 and Q3, that is 40 and 20. Quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 is equal to, value for Q3 is 40 minus value of Q1 is 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. So we have find out the quartile deviation value as 10. Now coefficient of quartile deviation. Coefficient of quartile deviation will be Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Q3 minus Q1, 40 minus 20 upon 40 plus 20, that is 20 upon 60. Value for coefficient is 0.33. This is, we have solved for discrete series, finding coefficient of quartile deviation for discrete series. Now we will learn for continuous series, that is value is given as 0 to 50, 50 to 100. Here third sum, find the distribution of amount paid by 200 customers coming for snacks at a restaurant on a particular day is given below. Here amount in rupees and number of customers is given. we have to find out the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation of the amount paid by the customers on the day. Now, first step is to find out the CFI. CFI we can find out by adding the frequency, that is 25 plus 40, 65 and so on, 145, 175, 200. Total also come as 200. The value for n is equal to 200. Now Q1. Q1 here will be n by 4th observation, that is 200 divided by 4, 50th observation. Now 50th observation here lies in this CFI value 65. So this complete will take as L as 50. L आपको यहाँ पे 50 लेना है. Formula here, as it is continuous series, so the formula applied for Q1 is L lower limit plus n by 4 minus CFI upon Fi into C. This CFI will be the class preceding. For the value here is, suppose we have taken this as the class for the finding out quartile deviation. So CFI here will be 25, class preceding to that. ऊपर वाली जो है वो CFI लेनी है हमको. L lower limit for this class, 50th observation lies here in this, so we have taken this as model class. L here is 50. N by 4, lower limit here is 50. The value for n by 4 is also 50 minus CFI we have taken as the class preceding to that. ऊपर वाली जो है वो CFI लेनी है हमको, upon Fi for that class only 40 into C. C is the class length, difference between the highest value and the lowest value for that class, that is also 50. So solving this, 50 plus 50 plus 1250 upon 40, that is 50 plus 31.25. Solve this, 31.25. So value for Q1 here will be 81.25. 50 plus 31.25, that is 87.25. To find out the value for Q3, Q3 is equal to 3n by 4th observation, 3 into 200 divided by 4, that is 3 into 50, 150th observation. Here 150th observation lies in this class, so this will be the model class. L here will be 150, CFI here will be 145, frequency here will be 30, and C class length here will be difference of this 200 minus 150, that is 50. So writing the formula for Q3 we get L plus 3n by 4 minus CFI upon Fi into C. L here is 150 for this model class. The value for 3n by 4 we have got as 150. CFI here will be the class preceding to that is 145. Fi is equal to 30 and C is equal to 50. So putting into the formula L, 150 value for Q3 will be 150 plus 3n by 4 is calculated as 150, this minus CFI 145 upon Fi 30 into C class length 50. 150 plus 5 into 50 divided by 30. So the Q3 value we get as 150 plus 250 divided by 30 is equal to 150 plus 8.33, 158.33. The value for Q3 is 158.33. Here we have got Q1 value and Q3 value. Now we will find out the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. Quartile deviation here will be QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. The value for Q3 is, we have find out 158.33. Q1 is, we have find out 81.25 divided by 2. Solving this, 77.08 divided by 2. So value for QD, that is quartile deviation, is 38.54 and coefficient of quartile deviation is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Q3 minus Q1, don't take it as this value, take this value, because Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 is this. So Q3 minus Q1 77.08 upon Q3 158.33 plus Q1 81.25. So calculating this, we get coefficient as 0.32. Here whatever is the unit, you have to put the unit, that is amount in rupees, so it will be rupees. Students, you have to solve these sums in your notebook systematically, exercise wise, and the illustration related to this you have to do in your notebook. Thank you. Homework. Illustration 5, 6 and 7 given on page number 129 to 131. The page number may vary according to the new or old textbook. You just refer to your textbook and do the illustration number 5, 6, 7 related to the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. These sums you have to do in your notebook.